Hello, everyone. I'm Lacey, this is Lieutenant Dan, and you are watching Reptiles. Now today we are doing a little bit of a interesting little video. So I'm going to be following Lieutenant Dan through his shed cycle. So right now, this morning, I noticed our boy is starting to look a little pink. So obviously he's an all-white snake. So when you know he's going to start shedding is when you see how pink his belly is? That is the first sign that he is going to start shedding. And I don't think you can really see it too much on camera here, but his eyes are starting to turn just the slight little bitest of milky blue, which means his body is creating his new layer of skin, his new scales, and it is going to be building up a fluid layer between the new set of skin, the new scales, and the old, so that when it's time for him to shed, he can just slip out of his skin like an old sock. So we're going to be following Lieutenant Dan on his shedding journey, so we can see the stages it takes for him to look all shiny and new. So follow along, won't you? Okay, everyone, I've got my friend Alex here to help me show off how cute Lieutenant Dan is. Right now, he is in full cinnamon roll mode, and it's not showing up as well on camera as I would like, but if you can see some of his pink belly scales, like I mentioned before. That is showing that he's getting ready to go into shed. And then if I can catch a little bit of his eye, here, let's move him a little closer to the light. There we go. If we look at his eyes, I'm hoping you can tell they're just a little bit more blue than they normally are, which, fun fact, even though he is a super fire and they technically are considered a black-eyed leucistic, whenever I take him outside and he's not in shed, you can tell his eyes are normally just a very, very dark blue. So when he's going into shed, they'll just get a more milkier blue color. But this is part of Daniel's process. We're spraying down his enclosure so we can make sure he's nice and hydrated. And now we go boop on the snoot. Now, normally when I'm rehydrating his house, I'll pour water into the cocoa husk and I'll fluff it up. But I'm gonna wait till I replace his substrate after he sheds, and I will do that whole process. So for now, we're just misting everything like a lot and making sure we're getting in his hides to keep his hides nice and moist so he can have a nice, clean shed. And I need to refill my spray bottle. But look at him, cinnamon roll. All right, so we are about 5 days into his shed cycle. He's looking very pink, and as you can see, his eyes are starting to kind of cloud up and look a little more blue. That's that liquid layer, like I mentioned before, that is building up between the old scales and the new. So he's just hanging out. We'll go ahead and put him back in his little cave. We'll cover him back up. Keep him nice and safe and let him do his thing. Okay, it's been about a week. We got Lieutenant Dan here. His eyes looking nice and shiny. Oh, here he is. Let's see how he looks. There he is. He is out of the blue part. Oh, I know, you're a little spooked bug. He's out of the part where he's blind, and he should be about done forming the second layer of skin, which means he should be shedding any day now. Hopefully I catch him shedding on camera, but knowing us and our luck, he will probably shed while I am at work. Look at you, handsome. You're going to look so good with a new fresh coat of paint. Woo! All right, well, I woke up this morning and it looks like he shed last night. He's got his nice pile of skin, and there he is, all handsome and nice. So shiny and new. Where's your head? Hi, handsome. Look at you. Aren't you so shiny? Isn't he nice, Lumpy? Good job, Bug. All right, let's put you back down because I gotta go to work. All right, now that Lieutenant Dan has done his shed and been a good boy, oh, buddy, do you want to eat? You hungry? Oh, get it. Oh, shit. Yeah, there we go. He's gonna eat his food. He's gone a little while without eating because he skipped his last feed day because he was in shed. But now, as you can tell, he's a hungry, hungry hippo. Let's move that. He's a hungry boy who's getting a nice small rat. Good job shedding, dude. Proud of you. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us this week as we watched Lieutenant Dan turn from a common noodle into a freshly painted, handsome man. Look at that boy. Oh, it's not focusing. But thank you again. Hope you liked it. If you liked that video, please like, comment. If you'd like to see more of my videos, feel free to subscribe. That would be really cool. Hit the little bell icon so you get notified when I post a new video. And as always, never stop learning, because a mind is a terrible thing to waste. See ya!